Hi everyone, and welcome back to Curiosity Corner. We're still kind of studying our ocean because, well, it's huge. It deserves a few more books. Today we're going to be looking at a different kind of a book. It's kind of a learning book, but I think every book is a learning book. But our book for today is called Moonlight Ocean, and it is written by Elizabeth Golding, and the pictures, the illustrations, are by Aloud. Now, this is a very special book on lots of different ways, but I think before we get into it, the reason that I chose this book is I think in a day where there are so many digital devices that it's where things are moving very quickly for children, action shows, games, all kinds of things like that. It's really important to help train our kids, especially our little younger children, to focus in on something, concentrate on that, and then let their minds open up a little bit and maybe ask a question about it. When you focus in on that, it really helps children clarify what they might have for a question. And after all, that's what makes us all curious. So we're going to look at how this book is set up. So it will put one animal on the side here, and it has a beautiful background also. And we can introduce a lot of language through this by using this flashlight. I'm going to pull this flashlight all the way out. So when it's out and away from the book, you can see that it doesn't show anything. The pictures are dark. So we're going to start a little bit with Octopus. Nighttime is approaching and lots of sea creatures are on the prowl looking for food. Let's go to the ocean floor. So we're going to take our flashlight and we're going to go to the ocean floor. Perfect time to introduce prepositional words. We're going to go down, we're going to go beneath, and now we're on the ocean floor. Oh, where an octopus hides from sharks. And of course we go over and say, they found the octopus, yay! And they mentioned another sea animal, the shark. So we're going to go up, once again using prepositional words to reinforce that, along with actually moving the little flashlight. Really solidifies in young children's brains the words that we're using, like above, below the shark, to the right. So while they're moving the flashlight, they're also kind of solidifying in their mind the prepositional words. These will prey on him. He can squeeze through the tiniest holes, as he has no solid parts in his body. Did you know that? Octopus has no solid parts except for a little beak that is inside their head area. He's looking for tasty snails, crabs, and also oysters to eat. So we're going to use our flashlight and look for some of those things. I see a snail. And I see, am I going to find a crab? I found a crab. Oh, boys and girls, and it's a hermit crab. He's carrying his shell on his back. So awesome. So this book is also set up like this. Then on the very bottom on each page, it's going to have some things for you to find, like a snail, like a crab, an eel, a shark, anemone, dolphin, and fish. So I don't think we found the anemone, so let's go searching. Let's go above the fish. Here we go, moving this up, remembering we're going above. Ooh, I have a question. Does the shark see the fish? I'm not sure. I do not see an anemone. Wait, wait, they kind of look like flowers. There are 2 anemone. The purple one is beside the orange one. Also included in the book are some great questions. Did you know that baby octopuses are called hatchlings? I'll pick one other one. That an octopus can actually detach one of its arms to escape from a predator. Because remember, an octopus has 8 arms. So you can turn the page. This is like a board book, so we have a nice thick page. It's very user-friendly for kids. And now, a shark. There are more than 350 kinds of sharks, but this is a great white shark, the most dangerous fish in the sea. He has no enemies except humans. He eats fish and other sea creatures, which he can hear from a mile away. A mile away? Oh my goodness, that's so far. His favorite food is sea lion, and he can eat them whole. What? We have sea lions around and they're big. Let's search for that great white shark. That's not him. Oh, that's not him. Oh, I think I spy him. Here we go. That looks like a snout of a great white shark. Let's go down his body, past his fins. Oh, I'd say that's maybe even 2 great white sharks. Awesome. He has to keep swimming all the time to keep water flowing over his gills. Let's see, do we see those gills? There they are, boys and girls, right there. That's how he gets oxygen in and moves around. Oxygen coming from part of the water. He removes the oxygen from the water. If he stops, he will drown. And then we have some did you know facts also. Let's choose 2 of them. Did you know that sharks regrow their teeth, amounting to thousands in a lifetime? You know, we only get one chance to take care of our teeth. We got to take care of our teeth, don't we? Our baby teeth fall out, and the next one you get, you'll have forever. Got to take care of those teeth. Let's go search out a couple animals. Let's see. What do we find right here? Oh, here's a mackerel. That's a fish that a lot of people use for bait. What else can we find? Well, there's a tiny thing right here. It's not an octopus. That's a squid. That's a small squid. There are a small squid and there are giant squid. Oh, I think I see up above here our friend the sea lion. But oh no, boys and girls, look who is after him. Dun, dun, dun. Here's a delicious fish. Snappers. Let's go to our next page. Oh, look at the bright colors here. We're going to talk about the clownfish up here. I bet you know a movie with the clownfish was the star. Clownfish and sea anemones are best buddies. That's right, they live inside anemones and they are protected from its poisonous tentacles. Sea anemones are beautiful, but they have little barbs in them that will grab onto the fish, but the clownfish can live right inside the anemone and not get hurt. Some of the tentacles are have slime on them, so the clownfish swims out of the reef where he lives, and other creatures are attracted to the anemone by its bright colors. The anemone stings its prey and eats the little fish, and the clownfish eats what's left. That's called a symbiotic relationship because they both benefit. Anemone captures the fish, eats as much as it can. Clownfish stays inside and eats the rest. Let's see what they look like in the ocean. Well, there's our friend the crab. Let's go look for a clownfish. Oh, let's go up, up. Look at those bubbles. I'm telling you all this because I want you to remember this for our next video, where we're going to be drawing some sea animals. Up there is the clownfish, doing just what he likes to do, coming out and looking around. But look at who's up there. Oh, yep, the shark is back. The shark will eat any sort of fish he can, even the clownfish, even this butterfly fish. I don't think he'd bother with a snail. But he might grab a stingray. This stingray is right on the ocean floor right now. But when he wants to come up, he just flaps and up he comes. Those are amazingly beautiful stingrays. There's our crab. And if you look very closely right here, there is the clownfish hiding in amongst the sea anemones. We're going to turn our page. Oh, turtles. I love turtles. Leatherback sea turtles are the largest turtles in the ocean. This one has just dived after going to the surface to get more air. She's looking for yummy jellyfish. That's right. Sea turtles will eat jellyfish in the harbor. Fishing nets are a really big hazard, and she has to be careful not to get trapped by mistake. She laid about 100 eggs. Oh my goodness, look at, she's laid them in the sand. 100 eggs in a hole in the sand on the beach nearby. They will hatch and make their own way to the ocean. You may have seen little turtles scurrying quickly to the ocean because they don't want to be out in the sand. Somebody may eat them. So here we have some lobster. See those long tentacles? That's different than what we see on crabs. What do we have here? Oh, it is a seahorse. If we go up a little bit, there's some more anemones. Look at all these animals you're learning. Maybe another butterfly, and there's a jellyfish. And we know who's going after the jellyfish, right? That leather-backed sea turtle. I want you to look up here, boys and girls. You see this line right here? That's the ocean line. It's like someone cut the ocean down and straight down, and the ships, they got a side view of the ships above the ocean and all of our friends that we just met down on the ocean and on the ocean floor as well. Oh, dolphins. I know lots of people love dolphins. They're so cute. Dolphins stay underwater for just a few minutes before surfacing and breathing through their blowhole on the top of their head. So we get to see them more often than other sea animals. He sees a shoal of tasty mackerel. Remember those from a few pages back? And he's going to get over there and eat them because he needs to eat about 35 pounds. That's as heavy as some of our preschoolers. 35 pounds worth of food. So he's looking, and look, oh, those mackerel, they swim in a big school of mackerel, and there they are. Dolphins have plenty of food right there. The dolphin talks to each other with a series of clicks and whistles underwater, and they find food by listening to the echoes that bounce back. There's an eel. There's a squid. That's a bigger one. And way over here, I see a snail, and above that, a seahorse. Once again, we're using those terms with kids: above, beneath, below, beside, and above that seahorse is a jellyfish. That's a pretty one. The last page of our book is about killer whales. Killer whales are also called orcas. They are the biggest animal in the dolphin family. Like their cousins, they breathe through a hole in the top of their head. This orca has spotted some tasty seal on the ice shelf above, and is zooming towards them. Let's find out that. So here's a shelf. Again, we have, this is all pictured underneath. There is a walrus deep down, and way up high, we don't even need to use our spotlight for that, but there is our sea lion, and the orca has spotted him. Now it's very much possible that that orca is going to hide or maybe even jump up to get that sea lion. And you know who else is scurrying away? Penguins. Penguins are also delicious food for orcas. So we also have some more cuttlefish, which are kind of like a squid. This is a cuttlefish right here. There's the squid. And who is over here? Cod. Cod is a good and delicious fish too. All right, let's pick 2 questions over here while we... Did you know that baby orcas are also called calves, just like cows? And that an orca can eat about 500 pounds of food a day. That's a lot. Remember the dolphin needed 35 pounds and the orca needs 500 pounds? So awesome. Well, boys and girls and teachers and moms and dads and aunts and uncles and everyone, these are great books to use not just once, because after all, a good book is going to be read many, many times. And I can honestly tell you that I have had another book called Moonlight Animals. This is the second of this book that I have bought because my children and my grandchildren have loved these books so much that they continued to use them from when they were about 2 or 3 years old till they were about 10 years old. So another mark of a good book is something that can be used and cycled through all sorts of ages. So if I were using this book, let's say for a 1st grade class, I would also continue to manipulate the, look at that, I would manipulate the flashlight as well, using those prepositional words, showing and talking and moving and letting the child have a chance to use and discover on their own the flashlight. And I would also help them to recognize, I'd give them a task like, I want you to find the ladybug. And they're going to have a much shorter attention span. But if we were using this with a 3rd grade class, you know, some people may say, oh, that's, you know, not 3rd grade class is not interested in that, but they can be. They can, you know, maybe draw pictures of these animals in their locations where they would naturally find them. They can do a book report on the animal. They can group these animals in terms of the mammals versus non-mammals. They could also do nocturnal animals versus other kind of animals. So 2 really great books on self-discovery, and I can guarantee you that your children will have some very curious questions when they finish enjoying Moonlight Ocean or Moonlight Animals. And like I always say, remember that really the world is full of wonder. It's a wonderful place. And as long as you keep your mind active and you're curious and full of wonder, you will enjoy it with me. Until next time, we're going to continue our ocean series, and I'll see you then on the Curiosity Corner.